Good morning, everyone. My name is Brad Flickinger, and I am the technology teacher at Bethke Elementary. And have I got a show for you today. So when we were thinking, how could we present the incredible things that fourth grade students do in the Digital Educators program that they're taught by their teachers? I was sitting at home, and suddenly I'm looking at Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And I'm thinking, oh, I bet you I could bring a group of students to compete against all of you in a new game, and we're going to call it, Are You More Techie Than a PSD fourth grader? Conrad's going to be running my sound effects over there. All right, so what it is, on my team, I have 17 phenomenal students whose teachers are in the DEP, and they're broken up into 3 schools. Now, for my advantage, all of my students here have been born in the 21st century. They know no other world than this. They've never seen a world without the internet and iPods. They live in this every day. They are the true digital natives, and we are just tourists in their world, okay? All right, so let's get started, and let's get ready to play Are You More Techie Than a PSD fourth grader? All right. So first up, we will go here to Irish, home of the Jaguars. All right, for our first demonstration, I've asked Cameron and Estrella to come up and demonstrate something on the smartboard for us here.
Okay, class, today we will be learning about coordinate grids. Coordinate grids are a way to find a point on a map or a grid.
The way we find a point on a coordinate grid is by sliding and then climbing. We made a picture to help you remember. Imagine this picture as your transportation along the grid. The skater does skates along the bottom to the correct amount. Then the climbing girl climbs up, lifts them up the correct amount.
That's right. It would never work the opposite way, because if the climbing girl lifted them up first, then how could the skater dude skate? Of course, he can't. He's in the middle of there. So remember, always slide and then climb.
Who wants to come up and do point 1, 3 and tell us how they did it? How about you, Jacob?
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna slide 3. Yeah, I'm gonna slide 3. I'm gonna slide 1. What's happening? I'm gonna slide 1, then I'm gonna slide 1, and then I'm gonna climb 3. Here.
Good enough. Well, that was not supposed to happen, but, in the meantime, who would come up and find point 5-4? Samantha?
First, I'll slide 5, then climb 4.
Great job, Samantha.
Excellent, you guys. Thank you very much. Do you notice none of you are running up there to figure out what went wrong on that one? So they can solve it themselves. All right, so let's continue on with our demonstration. And I know you're getting scared out there, but we're only just beginning. All right, so Sarah and Sebastian, I understand you're working on a project for Haiti. Can you just show me what you're doing there?
We were making videos to try to convince people to donate money to the earthquake victims in Haiti.
Great. What do you got on your computer there? What's a picture of?
It's 2 persons in the street that lost their home because of the earthquake.
All right. And then how about you, Sarah?
I have a map of Haiti where the earthquake was.
Great. So what they're doing with this photo story, all these will go together to tell a story. And are you raising money? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Excellent work. All right, so now let's see how you fare with our competition of Are You More Techie Than a Fourth Grader? There we go. All right. So this is my team versus all of you, except I've got to ask that all PSD employees are excluded from playing today. Okay, let's make this fair. So business people of Fort Collins, if you have ever made an interactive whiteboard lesson or smartboard lesson, please raise your hand. We're gonna so beat these guys. All right, so how about over here? If you have ever made a presentation for fundraising to help somebody out, please raise your hand. Oh man, maybe they will give us some competition today. Okay, let's move on then to our second contenders, our second school in our competition, and that is here, Olander Elementary, home of the Ospreys. Now, Olander has been inspired through the SPY grants and the DEP program to go one-to-one in their 4th and 5th grades, which means every 4th and 5th grade student has their own netbook or mini laptop. Let me see your guys' netbooks here. Yes, those are awesome. So they have been piloting an idea of doing video conferencing as a way for students to connect with other students, teachers, classrooms, professionals all over the world. And they've been really successful with this. And to kind of demonstrate this, we've asked Kathleen to connect with her principal. And you might be thinking, oh, well, Mr. Oliver, where is he, back at the school? No, he's actually on sabbatical in a little village south of Paris in France right now. I believe, yes, he's sitting on his back porch with his sunglasses on. Yeah. All right, so let's connect with him.
Hello, everyone. Bonjour, bienvenue from France. Just like to say hello to everybody at the PSD Foundation and all the people attending the breakfast this morning. Want to say thanks also for your support of the PSD Foundation. The Digital Educator Program has been fantastic, as well as the SPY grants. We really appreciate all that. And just say, hey, thanks and have a great breakfast. Au revoir.
I think it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Yeah. And if you're in France, you know what he's getting ready to do. He's just going to relax a little bit on his back porch. All right, so we have that. Let's go to Caleb. Caleb, what are you doing with your netbook?
I am doing computer programming club with Mr. G, and the computer programming software is called Python.
Excellent. Okay, Maddie, how about you?
I'm doing karate math, and it's a program where you can do math admittance, and it will do the exact same thing as your teacher would do with grading them, but the computer will give you instant result back.
We're finding instant results are great for students because they're getting that feedback. They know if they got it right or wrong. All right, TJ, over on this side.
What I'm working on is a thing called Blackboard. It's what we work on in class, and we're allowed to take tests, math tests, reading tests, and spelling tests. And we are also able to grab like information from one website and put it to another, put it to Blackboard, and we're also able to get in our instant feedback on our grades.
That's great. Okay, Taylor, how about you? Look this other side right here.
I'm doing Audacity, and I can record my voice. And what we're doing with it is we're recording a book for our book buddies, and then we're recording our voice, and then they'll have the book, and they can follow along with us.
Great. How old are your book buddies?
They're in 1st grade.
Fantastic. Okay, finally, Clayton, how about you?
Well, we're creating an online class for people all around the world to take and learn about Colorado history.
Just an online class they're making. Yeah, okay. So I think we got a good one here. So let's continue playing Are You More Techie Than a Fourth Grader? So let's start here. If you have ever used video chat to connect with someone outside of the country, please raise your hand. Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's do a little more challenging. How many of you program in the Python language? That's what I thought. Okay. Let's kind of group these together. So what we got? Some online learning.